Hi everyone, it's Maura Marcy. Today we are learning more about Rashi. Now let's start off with Rashi's name because when he was born, his parents did not name him little baby Rashi. They named him Shlomo, and as he grew older, he became known as Rabbi Shlomo Yitzchaki. It's an acronym where the first letter of each part of his name is put together to make almost like a short nickname for him. So Rabbi Shlomo Yitzchaki becomes Rashi. And just so you know, the name Yitzchaki at the end is not a last name quite in the way you're used to. It means Ben Yitzchak. So we know that Rashi's father's name was Yitzchak. Rashi lived in France from the year 1040 until 1105, meaning he died at the age of 65. Now, when studying Rashi, the big trick is figuring out what is the question that Rashi is trying to answer. Because when we see what Rashi says, we will see his answers. But it's kind of like Jeopardy. You got to figure out what was the question. And we've got some clues. Let's look at an example. In Sefer Shmot, we read this verse. Vayako melech hadash al Mitzrayim asher lo yada et Yosef. We've learned this, or we will learn this soon in class if you haven't learned it yet. But Rashi's comment looks like this. First of all, you'll notice it's written in a different font, but I have given you our usual font underneath it for you to look at. Rashi starts out with a quote from the verse, Asher lo yada. In doing that, he's giving you the first clue. These are the words that are bothering him. Asher lo yada is where he has a question, and he follows it with his answer. His answer is Asa atzmo ke'ilu lo yada. Let's look at it in translation. Okay, here's our Jeopardy. We don't know the question, but the answer was he didn't know. The king, the new king in Mitzrayim, did not know Yosef. He didn't know who Yosef was. What's bothering Rashi are these words. He didn't know. And Rashi answers it by saying he acted as if he didn't know Yosef. Rashi believes he really did know who Yosef was. He was pretending. So the question now for you to figure out, and I'm going to see if you figure it out when you come to class, is what was the question that Rashi was answering? Don't forget, we've got this short, simple answer. He acted as if he didn't know. The question you've got to think a little harder about. So we'll see what you come up with. Now, at the time that Rashi was teaching, it was before the printing press was invented. But after the printing press was invented, it wasn't long before the Hebrew Bible was starting to be printed. And the first time it was printed, it was in the year 1517. And this Hebrew Bible was printed with Rashi's commentary in it. And today, many Humashim are still printed with Rashi's commentary in them. And that's still how we learn Humash. Today, almost 1,000 years later, we use Rashi's commentator when we study Humash and Talmud. Rashi helps us to better understand our most important text.